Also have some points to make because they've proved that like having dragons is illegal, smuggling the dragon is illegal. This is a lot of like crime for 11-year-olds. And Hagrid, as the adult in the situation, is really okay with letting the children take responsibility and crime to get him out of trouble.
Yep.
You know? It's crime. It's illegal. They're illegal to breed. They're illegal to have in captivity. They're illegal to smuggle into other countries. Prison. They should all go to Azkaban.
Yeah. Going back to Hagrid and just him involving them in his crime ring.
Shenanigans and crime, yeah.
It kind of, it goes back to the fact that, like, Hagrid and his relationship with Harry, and then obviously Harry and Hermione, is like really a weird kind of relationship compared to like Harry's other relationships with adults in the book. We talked about it when we first met Hagrid, that he doesn't treat Harry like he's a kid and they're friends. He kind of treats him like almost like they're the same, even though Hagrid's an adult. But he kind of goes between treating Harry like a friend, like they're best friends, pals, confiding in each other, and then also like an adult, because he spends a lot of this book trying to dissuade them from like looking into the Sorcerer's Stone and trying to be an adult and being responsible. But then he also involves them in this illegal thing that he did, and once they convince him that it's bad, they clean up his mess and he lets them. He doesn't, like, go to Dumbledore or anything or own up to it. He lets 3 children take care of his mess for him. And it happens a lot in this series.
I think a thing with Hagrid is that because he was expelled when he was really, really young, and he wasn't really close with or exposed to a lot of kids his age at that point because he wasn't a student, he went from being child to an adult so quickly that there are maybe parts of his, like, social development that just didn't come properly into fruition, kind of. So even though he is an adult, there's certain elements of childhood that he hasn't learned you shouldn't engage in. And so he just doesn't realize, like, he doesn't understand that, like, it's appropriate as an adult to ask your adult friends for help in certain situations that are not appropriate to ask a child for help. And he just doesn't realize that. Because he was probably a child and Dumbledore asked all kinds of crazy stuff of him. So he's probably just doesn't realize that that's inappropriate.